Hello, hi, and welcome to EmpathicFire. I am your reader, Jay. These are going to be general messages for the sign of Libra in October 2019. Hello, Libra. How are you guys doing? I hope you're doing well. All right, guys. And like magic, look where we are. We're back home, guys. Vacation is over. I have just returned today, so I want to try and get some of these videos out before I get myself ready for the work week. Anyway, guys, so my vacation with my sister, it was a lovely time. I really needed it. I really needed to kind of take a step back from a lot of things and really just relax and chill out, so I really enjoyed myself. Hopefully, if you have experienced a vacation or even just your weekend, or since it's the end of September, happy birthday to the Libras that will be celebrating here at the end of September. Hopefully your birthday is just as amazing as my vacation was, if not better. And of course, always just wishing everybody the best, okay? Libra, I've shuffled off camera. That is your main spread there. I will shuffle on camera now for your outcome and your overall energy. Once all of the cards are out and they're lying face up on the, I was going to say face up on the ground. No, face up on the table. That's when the reading begins. You can check in the description box for the timestamp below if you want to jump ahead. Also down there is all the information you need if you want to get a personal reading from me. If you have any questions before you actually place an order, feel free to email me at the exact same address, all right? Anything else? Yes, of course, make sure you are liking, sharing, subscribing, and commenting. Do all that fun stuff YouTube allows you to do. Keeps the information here and the videos in circulation among viewers. Helps me grow as a content creator. And of course, it's just general good vibes. You know, if you like something, what's the harm in hitting the little thumbs up button? If you had a good time or you saw something that you liked here, leaving a comment. I mean, it's just something that I do as a person that watches things on YouTube or goes and, you know, sees things on social media. I'll like it, I'll heart it, I'll share it if I need, you know, just because a lot of times people are creating things here in this space, and it's not to say it's frivolous or even overly important. It's not to say it's frivolous, and it's not to say it's overly important either. It's just a matter of, in this particular space, metaphysical, as esoteric things, spiritual things, it creates good vibes, right? So not to pressure, but just to clarify, because I feel like I've been saying that lately about, you know, creating good karma or just, you know, showing appreciation. And I feel somebody, maybe a Libra, has a little bit of a pushback on that. And I just wanted to clarify that quickly. Like, it's not egotistical. It's my reasoning. It's really about what's the vibe that you want to create in this world. Do you want to create a vibe of apathy or general neutrality, or would you prefer to create a vibe that is more positive and interactive? Yeah. So just a quick clarification. I'm sorry. I'm going to put my little soapbox away. I'm going to put my little philosophical cap back on its on the shelf, and we're going to get on into your reading. Let me see Libra's outcome for October 2019. Please show me Libra's outcome for October 2019. Please show me. Okay. I'm going to say, when I was doing your main spread, it was very difficult to get all these cards out here. The cards were very stubborn and really hard to really control. And it was just not the easiest meditation either. So that is just something I would care to share with you because, you know, I think it's important for some reason. Now, let's see what's going on here. All right, I think we're in frame. I know we're in frame, but I just want to make sure that everything is straight, and it kind of is. It looks pretty good. Let's get into it. Please show me where Libra is in October 2019. Please show me Libra in October 2019. Please show me. Wow, okay. They gave me two. Which one is it? Please give me clarification. Which position? Okay, thank you. Got it. Clarified position. You come in Libra to October with the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. I will show you this card upright so you can get used to it. But in the reverse. So, might have some financial setback for some of you. I'm not, well, maybe. It's not going to apply to everybody. It's a general reading, of course, so the statistics and all that kind of stuff are really, you just, whatever. But for at least one of you, there has been some type of financial loss or an upset to your finances. Like you've incurred like a big bill or a big expense. So I'm feeling like, an unexpected repair, or maybe something has gone to collections, or you've neglected to pay a bill and you've kind of sat on it, or you've tried to delay it or postpone it, and now the collectors have come a calling, like literally have called your house, sending mails, sending emails, or in some places this might be like a repo situation. Something is being repossessed. But again, that's for like a very small amount of you, maybe just like a handful of people, maybe only one. But the Ten of Pentacles in reverse speaks to more than just finances being kind of in a disarray or not really working out the way that you want. This is also speaking to what you view as your security or your home life. Where you go and lay your head at night, and where you find rest and revitalization in your life. I can also talk a little bit about career, but I feel this is like a long-standing history thing. Like it feels like something that has been like slowly crumbling or slowly degrading is finally like on its last legs, or is not showing any signs of ever recouping, even though you've tried your best, or even though someone has tried their best to keep it afloat, to keep it steady, to keep it flowing, to keep it in flux. You know what I mean? Or not in flux, but in operational conditions. Yeah. So again, that could be down to like, an old beater of a car. Like finally that 1981 Toyota Corolla bit the dust, and I'm like, that's a 30-plus-year-old car. That's amazing. Or almost a 40-year-old car. If you literally have a car from the early 80s and it's still putting around, or you're taking it to the mechanic and the mechanic is like, listen, I think this thing is done. Congratulations for having something for that long and having it be functional in your life. But also kind of take that advice to heart, Libra. It feels like some of you will have to give up on something, like I said, that has been slowly degrading, or it has slowly declined, and you're either resistant to it or you're avoidant of it. And if it's not a completely gone situation or dead object like a car, right? If it's not that, it would just be a changing of these things, because the Ten of Pentacles in the reverse shows what was either once secure or what you had hoped to finally get secure and kind of become or be factored into your life as a very stable and reliable object or circumstance is just not that. So I'm feeling a lot of you, it's material things. So either, like I said, a loss in money due to a sudden repair or sudden incur of, or sudden, not sudden, but finally the collectors come and demand what you owe them. And like, there's no more negotiations. There's no more postponing. There's no more rain checks or anything like that. It's the chickens are coming home to roost. And it feels like they're not really roosting or nesting or hatching their eggs in your favor. It feels like you're going to be losing out on something that you really thought was in the bag, or that you really were used to having around. If not in the bag for the first time, you were so used to having it around, right? Traditional understandings of this Ten of Pentacles could mean a family situation, especially across generations. So that's grandparents, parents, kids, and if the kids are adults, then like great grandkids or grandkids or something like that. It feels like for you, Libra, you might not be accepting, because again, I'm not feeling in the sense of where we're talking about relationships, we're talking about connections between you and your family members, whoever they are, however many people there are. I'm not necessarily feeling that your relationships with all of your family members or even one particular person is dead or is gone forever. But I do feel a certain shifting in that behavior in that dynamic. And you are not happy about it. You are not accepting it, or someone else is. It's a general reading, so it can go the other way. You know your story and what you think and what you believe and all that good stuff. So if it's not you, it's someone else. And it's just like this. It's time to wake up and smell the coffee, basically. It's time to really look at the specifics of a situation, the raw detail of a situation, the reality of a situation, and accept it for what it is. Or work with the new normal, work with the evolution of a situation. A lot of times Ten of Pentacles can talk about legacy, a little bit of not hereditary, legacy, traditions. That's the word. Thank you. Traditions. Hereditary. Oh my god. That's interesting, because they're like they keep highlighting the word hereditary. Like, I thought it was silly to say it, but there might be something historical or hereditary in your family bloodline that needs to be addressed, but you don't want to address it, or someone doesn't want to address it, or this information is coming to light and it destabilizes this what was, I feel like, previous to now, Libra, your Ten of Pentacles was in the upright. It's turning into this reverse position because of new information or the evolution of something, or, like I said, the degrading of a situation, the loss of something. Yeah. So the temperature has basically changed. The vibe has changed. The energy has changed. And because it used to be upright, there is this adherence to it. It's like, we used to have it. Why don't we have it anymore? Or it used to be reliable and stable. It can be that again. Again, if it's literally an object, like an old car that's almost 40 years old, and your mechanic says this thing is done and dusted, like, dig a grave or take it to the, scrap heap or whatever, it's kind of, you would still want to drive that thing off the lot, and you might still be able to. They might tell you, this thing is a death trap. You could drive it 2 miles down the road and it can burst into flames. You could drive it another 200 or 2,000 miles. We don't really know, but it would probably be better and safer for you to get a new vehicle. And you're like, but it still drives from point A to point B. Is that correct? And they're like, yeah, but we don't know how long it's going to last that way. You're like, fine, I'm taking it home. And you're not interested in getting a new vehicle. Does that make sense? So it's either you or someone else. It can go either way, because I'm really not feeling every Libra is interested in that. Because I feel a lot of times Libra will leave a situation when it's over. Like, Libra will leave a situation way before it's over. Sometimes, not all the time. Yeah. Sometimes, exactly, because they clarified, like, no, someone here is definitely clutching to what they have already had. At least one of you, statistically. Yeah. It already feels like, Libra, you or whoever this is, you know what's right to do here. You know you have to let this go, or you know you have to turn away from this thing, but you don't. You have faith, or blind faith, or dedication, or, thank you, more likely, you have fear and confusion about what to do if this whole thing changes, or if you get on board with what you're seeing coming down the line. Yeah. You don't know what your next move is. Therefore, you kind of want to stick to what you already know, Now, what else is going on? Yes. Okay. So, yeah. We talked about this, I think, at the end of September, which is like a thing that I threw together while I was on vacation in place of the mid-September readings. I believe you had the Hermit in reverse in that reading, Libra. And that's interesting that I would remember that, because this card, the Hermit itself, has come up so much since September and October in these readings on my channel. Additionally, the fact that I would remember that you had it specifically in the reverse in a group reading, in a collective energy reading, that says a lot about my memory, or it says a lot about what my guides want to point me to. Because I think I said in there very staunchly, very sternly, that Libra is either being ignorant, willfully ignorant, or something like that, or incredibly avoidant. And I think it's you. If it's not you, I apologize. So please forgive me if I'm misremembering. But it feels like the same thing here. The Hermit, when he shows up in a reading, what he calls us to do, the call of action with the Hermit, is, especially when it's in the upright, let me show it to you, is to really dive deep into uncomfortable situations. I mean, I don't know many people that would find it super comforting to lie down in a coffin, whether it's opened or closed, but that's, definitely a few feet down in the ground with just a lantern and a Venus flytrap or some type of insect. It's just like the whole vision of this particular Hermit card does not look comfortable, right? Major Arcana, Hermit card is for Virgo, so you might be dealing with a Virgo, but you don't have to be. I don't know many people that would willfully want to put themselves in that situation that we saw, or that we see depicted here on the card, So it makes sense that you would not want to willfully walk into any type of personal development or spiritual development, or even analysis. If it's not even about yourself, it might just be an analysis or deep observation or a deep conversation that you could have with other people regarding a common situation. If it's uncomfortable and you know it's uncomfortable, most people don't want to do that. Most people don't voluntarily, shoot their hand in the air. Oh, yes, I would love to be uncomfortable for whatever time frame that we're going to be uncomfortable. Most people don't have that instinct to say, I'm going to walk into, to put it in like a completely extreme case. Most people don't have an instinct to just walk into a burning building and trying to do whatever, save the linens, or just, it just doesn't make sense. There's a lot of self-preservation that humans instinctually have when it comes to danger, potentially hurtful or harmful situations, or uncomfortable situations, right? So you are aware that this Ten of Pentacles turning from, again, what was once an upright, stable, secure situation, something you could rely on, something you knew was favorable to you, is now turning away from you or turning down. It's no longer favorable. Therefore, why would you rush into that energy? I will tell you why. Because the Hermit, when he's in the when he's in the upright, seeks to enlighten us and seeks to heal us and seeks to bring us to a better place after the trial, after the tribulations, after the hurt, after the frustration, after the sadness, right? You got to get through the muddy part, the gross part, the uncomfortable part, the horrible part, the painful part, in order to come out on the other side, or in time, a better person, a more evolved person, a more enlightened person, a more aware person, whatever it is. The outcome is expansive, is matured a little bit. There's a maturing energy with the Hermit. But the cost to get there is going through a bunch of bullshit you don't want to go through. Experiencing and talking about things that you don't want to experience or talk about. So, and this is super general thus far, guys. I'm not really feeling it in any area of your life specifically, but if it's ringing bells, go ahead and apply it where it needs to be applied, okay? So, not the best starting point for you. It feels quite uneasy. It feels aggravating. It feels saddening. It feels worrisome, etc. It just feels like no, a bucket or a actual barrel full of no coming from you, Libra. Like, no, this is not anything I want to talk about or deal with or any of that. And I can't blame you, because what it feels like is, it feels like a lot. It feels like you're disappointed. It feels like you're you're hurt. It feels like you're sad. It feels like you're mad and angry and in some cases rageful. It feels like an amalgamation of things all at once. Therefore, generally confusing or overwhelming. But you play it strong. And I don't know, was that the same combination? No. I don't think you had this combination at the end of September reading. I really don't. I could be wrong. And might have been an air sign. Was it Gemini that I read for 2 or 3 days ago? And they had this combination. So it could be energetically for all air signs. You're the second air sign. We'll find out what happens when I read for Aquarius. But it could be that something energetically, number one, is going on with the Hermit for everybody. But maybe particularly air signs are having to put on a brave face or put on the mask of strength and veracity. Because that's what it feels like. It feels like the answer to your unwillingness or your inability to handle the Hermit energy properly or meet it and utilize it and put effort behind it is to have this strong man, strong woman persona come out and put on a show. Like this luchador is doing in this ring with this dragon. Putting on a show of strength. Putting on, making it seem like I'm big, I'm bad, I'm capable. And that also would tell you even more why you need that Hermit card, because the Hermit comes when we overextend ourselves. Quickly, to go back to the Hermit card and the Virgo archetype that is associated with it. Virgo rules nursing. Virgo rules the 6th house of service, right? And what did I say? Overextension. The reason I stopped and I went back here is because that's the archetype of the Hermit and Virgo, is to nurse and heal and set things into place that have been disrupted or ruptured or overextended, right? So if you sprain your ankle, if you get a crick in your back and it just, you can't stand up straight. If the problem persists, you need medical attention, right? You should not, on a sprained ankle that you incur today, in 2 days, say, you know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to sign up for a marathon that starts tomorrow, and I'm going to run that shit, knowing full well you have sprained your ankle. The Hermit, in the reverse, is signaling to you, Libra, you got a sprained ankle somewhere in your life. That's just an analogy. You know what I'm talking about. Make it Mad Libs, fill in the blank here, and you put in whatever your context is, whatever your situation is. So the sprained ankle that exists in your life needs attention. But this Hermit is not able to show up and give it the proper attention, give it the proper care, give it the proper fix that it needs. I've never sprained an ankle or I've never broken a bone, but I would assume a lot of times that shit can be painful to set it back. Or it could be uncomfortable to have to wear a cast or walk on crutches or be wheeled around in a wheelchair. Like, that could be embarrassing and bruising to your ego or your pride. I get it. Not a pleasant experience, but it needs to be done. Otherwise, the healing is not going to be proper. You sprain your ankle, you don't go to the hospital, you let that shit heal on its own. Some people believe in that stuff. It'll heal on its own. Sure, okay. And then it never is the same again because you didn't seek the proper fix. So because you don't do that, that's what's going on there in the Hermit card. In combination, you're putting on this brave face. So you're limping around on your sprained ankle after weeks of not getting it attended to by a medical professional, and people are looking at you. Are you okay, Libra? I'm fine. I'm fine. And you're like wincing every time you lay weight on your twisted ankle. Why would you do that? You know the answer. I don't know the answer. I believe in medical professionals. As some of you know, I was recently in the hospital simply because well, you don't know why, but I was in there for a silly reason. Dehydration. Spent the night overnight in the ER because of dehydration. And it wasn't even a severe case of it, but damn it, I take my health seriously in that matter. Anyway, I'm not here to preach to you, but some people I know don't want help or don't want to be seen as needing help. Is that you, Libra? You don't want to be seen as needing help because you knew what it was like beforehand to have things work the way you wanted them to have something in your life be this predictable and reliable whatever in your life. You don't want to face the fact that maybe it's a sprained ankle, maybe it's a broken down old car from 40 years ago, whatever. In terms of family, in terms of finances, you could have lost a lot of money, or you could have been trying to pay down debt, and now a certain date has come and the bank says, well, we're going to repossess that house. And this house has been in my family for 2 generations. I can't lose this house. And that wouldn't make sense, because in 2 generations, I don't know your life, so never mind. I don't want to preach, and I don't want to presume what you do with your finances, but it could be something like that. Because I did say something about repossession, right? So you don't want to face that. So you put on a brave face. So when the credit collections call the house, you don't pick up the phone. If you do pick up the phone, hello, is Libra there? We would like to talk to them about that. No, Libra doesn't live here anymore, and you are the Libra they're looking for. Does that make sense? Okay, now they're giving me something else. If this is about, and I'm not sure that it's here yet, but maybe it'll come up. 10 of Pentacles, again, I said generational, right? So there could be a relationship between parents, grandparents, siblings, parent, children, whatever, that is not going the right way. It's really separating, or it's at a moment of impasse, and it's difficult to witness, or it's difficult to participate in, or it's difficult to admit that I'm having a falling out with my child, or my husband and I were not speaking to each other, and it's been going on like that for 5 months. Holy shit, Linda. I mean, what are you going to do about that? Just put on a brave face. Show up to the family reunion like nothing happened. You know? Talk to each other through the notepad on the fridge. We need milk. Okay. That's like how you guys converse these days? Listen. I feel this is tied heavily to that end of September reading, and I'm really sorry. I don't remember what your birthday message is, or your birthday video was. It might have something similar in there, but Libra, this feels like you are aware, or someone in your situation is aware, and they are just like ostriching. I haven't used that word in a while, but they're ostriching. You know how like back in the Looney Tunes cartoons, they would draw like an ostrich, and the ostrich would bury its head in the sand? I'm not even sure that ostriches really do that in real life. They might. But that's what this feels like. You're burying your head in the sand. Hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. Like this whole thing of trying to block your sensory perceptions of what you already know. Something needs a fix and you're not fixing it. Or something needs to be attended to and you're just like blanking it. You can do whatever you want, but I would not suggest it. Now, and again, the Strength card is pretending that that's not happening. That's a projection. That's what you put forward to the world. So again, showing up at work, acting as if you weren't crying on your way, you know, like you didn't spend 5 minutes in your car in the parking lot crying because, you know, the county is going to come and evict you from your apartment or whatever it is. And you go in. Yeah, I'm seeing now someone goes into the office with like a brand new handbag, brand new shoes, new haircut, and people are complimenting you. Oh, girl, you look nice. Oh man, I love your shoes. Or man, that's a cool vest you got there. Whatever it is, people are complimenting you on what you physically appear like, aka you look good, you must have money, or you must, you know, you're taking care of yourself. But you know, last night, you got a call that said, you got 2 weeks to vacate these premises because of XYZ reason. You're about to be evicted, and you go to work stunting. And so you sat in your car for 5 minutes, and then you go inside, and you're like, hey guys, what's going on? Oh yeah, you know this bag? Oh yeah, it was on sale. Da-da-da-da-da. Oh man, you know, I had to get these new sneaks, blah, 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 blah. And it's just like, you can't make your rent. 10 of Pentacles in reverse. But here you are showing up to work with a new gadget, a new toy, a new haircut, a new clothes, whatever. And not even that you care about your coworkers that much, but you're putting on airs as if you have more than you do. Whew. you can do what you want, but I don't know why you would do it. And maybe this is why. Five of Pentacles. Or excuse me, not Five of Pentacles. Five of Cups, my bad. Five of Cups. Because, listen, what did I say when I was here? You remember what it's like to have it. Have the money. Have the security. Have the car. Have the relationship. Have it, whatever it was. It used to be stable. It used to be in your grasp. Now it's gone. Or it's about to be gone. Or it's about to be done. It's about to be kaput. Or no longer the same. If it's not gone, it's just not the same anymore. You know? Why are you behaving this way? Because you knew what it was like to have it. The Five of Cups is it's a mournful energy because you're reflecting and you're pondering and you're remembering and you're really fixated on what it used to be. In the traditional depiction of this card, you'll see a cloaked figure staring down at 3 spilled cups, and right behind them is 2 cups. Often readers will say, oh, the Two of Cups is nearby. And I've said it too. The Two of Cups is nearby. You have a resolution, but you're unaware of it. And maybe that's true here. Maybe there is a resolution or some type of silver lining to your situation that you're unaware of. But I'm more seeing this as, in combination with the artwork that we see here today, you are stuck in a memory. Nostalgic. Oh, gosh. Pining after what used to be. Feeling really miserable that it's not going to be that way ever again. Because something is gone, something is dead, something is no more. It can't be revitalized, it can't be reestablished, or it is now changed forever and you don't know how to get it back to square one or back to what you used to know it as or how you used to be able to experience a situation or a relationship, yeah? This is definitely signaled to me because this skeleton is deeply submerged in a body of water, meaning the situation or the way that you find yourself in the situation, Libra, is being so emotionally attached or so overwhelmed with your emotions, like what you feel, like you can't make heads or tails of it. Like I said, some of you are angry, some of you are sad, and you might feel both of those things at the same time, or you might oscillate between feeling angry about something for 5 minutes and then all of a sudden you feel remorseful, or you feel, like I said, really remiss about something, even though 2 seconds ago, 5 minutes ago, you were like through the roof, pissed off, right? Also doesn't help that there's a maze in the skull of this figure. So you might be up late at night pacing. You might be up late at night fretting, just sitting in the dark, eyes wide open, not able to fall asleep. Yeah, there's something about stirring, constant motion, trying to find a way out, trying to find a solution to the maze, trying to find the exit strategy or the exit route. But you can't. Doesn't help that you're over here pretending that nothing is wrong. And this strength card, especially in this deck, is so different than other strength cards. This is a performance. The luchador wrestling with the dragon in the middle of a ring, that's a performance. It does take physical strength to do it. It does take some type of artistry to make that work. You know, you have to have, if you think of like even American wrestling, like WWE kind of shit, right? That is not for slouches. That is not for lazy people. They are actually very well-trained professionals who are in top excellent physical shape. It just happens to be that they're doing something really performative, and it to some people seems really silly, but it's actually a very serious business and is well respected by plenty of people, right? But the performance of it, you know, the high drama of it, and I haven't watched wrestling for years, but I'm sure the formula hasn't changed. You grab the mic, you yell at some things, you give somebody a clothesline, you know, it's like this whole show. That's what's going on here with this luchador. Same thing. You're putting on a big show to hide, and that's okay, thank you, because The little bit that I do know about wrestling is you can never, ever, unless it's like an emergency, you do really get hurt. Like if somebody clotheslines you and you land on the mat of a wrestling ring, that shit hurts. And yeah, you have to sell the hurt, but you don't want to oversell it and you don't want to undersell it. You want to like give it, like you want to give them a show. You know what I mean? So there's something here about giving people a show. And oh God, I don't know why you're doing this. I don't know why you're doing this. Oh, Libra, why? Why are you doing it? Wow. What else is going on here? There's a truth, and someone denies a truth. Thank you. Is it you? It could be someone else. There's a truth. Yes, there's a truth. On the other side of these two cards, especially that Ten of Pentacles, which is where you stand, there's an ultimate truth in the situation, Ace of Swords. And maybe I should rephrase that. Not an ultimate truth, but certainly a poignant, clear, just flat out, like a clear statement. Once it's said, everybody's on the same page. There's a clear factual point, like factual data, that if it's introduced into a scenario, everybody can be put on the same page, or you might finally, or someone else might finally wake up to something. There's a potential for a truth to be shared, exposed, admitted, accepted, whatever. That really, to me, feels like the saving grace here. But there's resistance all around it, literally. Look where it is on the board. Next to the Five of Cups, catty corner or diagonal from the Strength card, your performative piece, right? And we haven't talked about it yet, but let me tell you, that King of Wands is not on board with that Ace of Swords. So there is this blockage to the truth, avoidance of the truth. And I'm saying if the truth is painful, it's better for it to be expressed. But that is not what everybody on this earth believes. Some people believe that if the truth hurts, it's, some things need, what is that turn of phrase? Some things are best left unsaid. I always took that to be, so a lie. Personally, I'm like, so lying is better, or lying is the preference, or lying by omission is preferable. That's what you're telling me, or that's what that phrase is supposed to mean. That's me, what I think personally, because I'm somebody who really values truth, because, in my life, I've been lied to a lot, and I fucking hate it. Now, that's me personally. You may have been lied to a lot in your life as well, but you might be more online or more in line with the idea that lies have purpose and meaning. To me, lies show so many things, but that's what this feels like. It feels like someone prefers to keep things in the dark, to avoid the truth, to avoid factual data or information, to not accept something is better than to allow what is honest, what is true, what is undeniable in a situation out. Again, you could go back to that sprained ankle. Somebody could point it out to you. Hey, Libra, point down to your ankle. Your ankle looks really swollen. It really looks like you've sprained it. It really looks like you've injured yourself. And you're looking them in their face going, I don't know what you're talking about. Or, no, it's fine. You don't know my body. And you walk away limping. You walk away wincing and having sounds of agony and pain emit from your body. It's like, okay, if that, whoever this is, and I keep saying Libra, if you are not the Libra, if that's not you in the story, reroute yourself. You know where you are, or you know who this person is. It's not helpful. Not at all. Not at all. Because number one, no matter what, the truth will come out. This truth, this acknowledgement of the new normal, this bit of data, this whatever, this little white lie. It could be a white lie or just a lie by omission. It will eventually come out. You will share it. It will be shared with you. Whatever. Someone will dig it up. I don't care. It doesn't matter. It will be exposed. But all the effort, stacks of effort, have been put in to quiet it, to bury it. I don't know why. And I have no vested interest, but I'm energetically or empathically expressing frustration from someone. Could be you. You could be burying the lie, or excuse me, burying the truth, keeping things hidden, and you don't know. Yes, you don't know why. I said that. Confusion. Maze in the mind. That would also speak back to the hermit. Not able to do its job when it's in the reverse. Not able to amend a situation, to bring health and healing to a situation, to provide the service of making things better. Stewardship. Yeah? Acting in service to prevent or guide away from healing, or to ease away the pain. Yeah? Oh, man. Above the Ace of Swords, you have the King of Wands in the reverse. Show you this card upright. This is fire sign energy, so Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. You might be dealing with one of those signs, but you don't have to be. In the reverse, could be you, could be someone else. I don't know, but whoever this is, this is like a... Okay. This is going to apply to some where I said a dynamic, a friendship, or a relationship in a family, or whatever it is changing. This is the other person in, or one of the people in the relationship that's changing. Where they used to be really fiery and dynamic. They used to be really like vivacious, life of the party, boisterous, fun to be around, you know, a character, a real interesting person to engage with, or just someone who had a lust for life. I'm feeling that maybe in some cases this is on the decline because of age or illness or something like that. If it's not that, it's just on the decline maybe because of some mental or emotional issues. And if it's not that, it would be on the decline because something has happened, maybe surrounding a very large truth, or the hiding of a truth that really upsets this person. Because the King of Wands, when he's in the upright, is very honest, is very noble. Maybe not noble, but is someone that values forthrightness, because they project that, because that's what they present into the world. There really aren't many secrets that the King of Wands would possess or keep, his own or for someone else, right? So it could be that the weight of this situation causes this person to kind of pack their bags, maybe literally pack their bags. I did say that with the eviction thing. Listen, if you're in a family situation, a relationship, and people are being put out, oh my God, that would be terrible. Like, I wish someone would. And maybe that's who this person is. You, or whoever was kept in the dark about how bad a family financial situation was, and they come home and they find the letter, the hidden truth that says you'll be evicted in this many days, or you have until the end of this month to get your shit and get out of these premises. They come home, find that letter, and man, are they done. Are they done? Immediately done. Immediately. The King of Wands in reverse loses compassion, loses patience, loses any sense of, well, not any sense, but loses a lot of decency in a situation, can become quite irritable, frustrated, angry, rageful, right? Or if it's like, you know, it's sort of like one of those not old things, but one of those cliched situations where the parent says to the child, I'm not mad, I'm just disappointed. This person is definitely finding out about the truth, maybe seeing the performance that is going on in the Strength card, maybe guessing that it has something to do with these three cards in tandem, and they put the puzzle pieces together. And once they do, they are done, immediately done with it. And that could be that whole thing that I was saying before, where you know something is changing, where you can feel it coming down the line, and you're not preparing for it. You're not wanting to address it to get ahead of it, right? Virgo energy, hermit energy is to be prepared or to face adversity head on. Let's just go ahead, and if we got to make a tourniquet and chop the leg off, we're going to do it. Like, there's no hemming and hawing with the hermit card when he's in the upright, but in the reverse, hemming and hawing is in full effect. Five of Cups says, this is what I used to have. Can I have it again? And you're looking at three spilled cups, and you're kind of like wishing and praying and hoping and trying your best to reassemble what has been lost. This person, when they find out about all that information, it's done. It's finished. From their perspective, there's nothing more to give. There's nothing else I should contribute to the situation, because it feels like, especially if this person was left in the dark, because the King of Wands is a capable person, very capable. I don't care who they are to you. They're very capable. They can handle the blows. They can handle the difficult shit in life. They might not always be successful, but they're going to give it the old college try. So if this is about like keeping financial debts a secret in a family, in a marriage, in a roommate situation, whatever it is, and you, or however it comes out, it's revealed we're $10,000 in the hole. We're 3 months behind on the rent. This person is angry. Why didn't you tell me? I could have gotten another job. I could have increased this. I could have sold that. We could have gone here. We could have. And it's all retrospective. And no, all the Wands characters do not like, I don't care what their actual sign is, but energetically, Wands, the energy of any of the court cards with the Wands is, do not sell me short. Do not take away my opportunity to participate or find a resolution or solution to a situation. If you make decisions for what you believe is the best interest of the King of Wands in reverse, and you foul it up, they are mad or disappointed. Okay? Oh boy, why? Libra, your outcome for October is the Three of Cups. This card has come up a few times also for October readings. Listen, I haven't sensed a lot of third-party situation, but if that's what you're flowing with here, if that's the secret, if that's the secret, good luck. It's over. The main partner is over, or if you, whoever was kept in the dark, whether it's the spouse, whether it's the side biscuit, whoever finds out they didn't know, it's done. Dunzo. They're not interested. Okay. In the case of the side biscuit, this is a clause for someone who is married, but the truth of your marriage comes out to the side piece. They might still be interested. They'll be pissed, but they might still be interested. The spouse, less likely. Because, I mean, of course, you violated your vows or you violated the trust. With the side piece, it's kind of like, well, we didn't really have trust. We were just having fun. And, it might not, be a pleasant taste in their mouth to hear this news that you are committed or married or whatever, but they might rock with you still. Just a caveat. But most cases of a third-party situation, whoever's finding out about it, they're very upset and they are very done. Immediately. Pack the bags in your face. You might go sheepishly towards them, Libra, or they're coming to you sheepishly, and they're admitting it, or you're admitting it. Head hanging low, tears coming down your eyes, remorseful, apologetic. And immediately someone goes to the closet, grabs a suitcase, grabs a duffel bag, starts going in the bathroom, grabbing their toothbrush, grabbing their shampoo, doing all that stuff. Oh, really? For how long? And they might be doing that as they pack. And how long has this been going on? Oh, really? And where did you meet them? Putting shit into a bag. Calling an Uber. So my Uber's coming in 10 minutes. So this is finished. But we've been married for 15 years. But this is finished. You know, it's very, whew. Yeah, no. No. I'm sorry. Wow. Oh. Overall energy, Libra, Queen of Wands. Well, here you go. We've got a partnership, but they're separated. One is here in the main spread, one is in the overall. They are both here in your reading overall, but there's a separation. So for some of you, you're married, whatever it is, separated now. Married, maybe headed to divorce court. Or just together for a long time, break up. Relationship status on Facebook, it suddenly changes overnight. After you admit, or after they admit to you what the truth is, oh, relationship status, 5 hours later, single. Okay? This Queen of Wands, similar to what I said about the King of Wands, does not play games, does not appreciate lies, does not appreciate when things are not expressed. Wands, fire energy, again, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, all about expression. Not necessarily like truth above all costs, but let's just generally, let's not play games. There you go. Not into playing games. I want the truth, or I want the essence of it. Do you have feelings for me, or do you have feelings for someone else? Even if you never cheated on me, do you have feelings for someone else, or you think you're not in love with me? Just tell me. We can work on it. That's the thing. Again, if this person, or whoever this is, oh, is it you? Might be you, because I'm seeing here someone's holding a candle, right? So you hold a candle for someone, you stick to it. So this might be you. And look at the hand. Look at the hand up against the mouth, like calling out to someone, come back, don't leave me. This could be you. But because if it was you, Libra, and you're an air sign, not a fire sign, but if it was you, and your partner is the King of Wands, no gender, it doesn't matter. Could be two men here, two women, could be, man and woman, doesn't matter. Because you're well suited, and you have been, historically, that, you should have known this person wanted you to tell them straight up. Be honest with me from the jump. But now you're stuck. Some of you, not all of you, are stuck calling out to them, and they're not responding. Sending text messages, not responding. Leaving voicemails, no response. Okay? This Queen of Wands, similar to... All right, I apologize about that, Libra. I got cut off because, now that I'm back home, I'm back to my old shenanigans of having really bad storage upkeep. Anyway, so as I was saying, this Queen of Wands character, very similar, like well-suited with the King of Wands. I think that's where I was cut off at before I finished that point. Like I said before with the King of Wands, he appreciates, or this person, whether it's you or someone else or both of you, it's probably both of you. You appreciate forthrightness. You appreciate things being, out in the open, honesty and truthfulness, not above anything else, not above everything else, but, pardon me, definitely a priority in a relationship. But because of what has transpired here, and here, it was not honored that way. It was not presented that way. It wasn't upheld. You have the trappings of it, but there's just been a mismanagement of information or funds or material possessions. There has been seeds of distrust sown or placed into a relationship because someone was discounting their partner. Queen of Wands, I often feel, not all the time, but I often feel that the King of Wands and the Queen of Wands are almost more equal than the other Queen and King suits. Because there's a ferociousness, but there's a ferocity, a ferocity to the spirit, to the Wand's energy. There's a can-do attitude, They're going to do it different ways, but I think they both, this would be like if it was like one of those like reality game shows where like partners have to like work on a puzzle together or something. This would probably be the most cooperative and capable partnership because they have sort of a very symbiotic relationship. very complementary. They can handle each other's strengths and weaknesses almost seamlessly. Yeah? They might not always win, because sometimes maybe it's like an intellectual puzzle. So maybe the King and Queen of Swords would win that. Sometimes it's about artistic endeavors, and maybe the King and Queen of Cups would be better at that. It's not that this is like an infallible couple, but they're so well matched, they're so in sync that they kind of, thank you, we're getting to it. There there was this understanding that we share the same values. Now that this secret or this lie or this omission of truth has come out, we now see, oh, maybe we don't share the same values. Maybe we don't see our situation or the details of our situation the same way. We have a discrepancy. Oh, the other things that I was saying before I got cut off. I'm sorry. I was about to end it, but then they're like, look. So the interesting part about this Queen of Wands is she's holding a candle, and look at how her hand is posed. And maybe I said it. I didn't really watch the video back. I just started re-recording, so I really don't know when I stopped. So if I'm repeating myself, I'm sorry. But the candle in the hand, someone's holding a candle here. Someone's like holding a place for, most likely, their soon-to-be departed or soon-to-be gone, rather, their gone partner, right? And they're like holding a candle, waiting and calling out with the hand there, hey, King of Wands, where are you? Hey, are you coming back? Can we talk? Blah, 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 blah. And, you know, if you're the Libra, or excuse me, if you're this character, Libra, you know it. You didn't mean to do what you did. You didn't mean to upset this person. You didn't mean to violate the trust. You didn't mean to keep these things a secret, but you did. Because I've been asking this entire reading, why would you do this? Why would you do that? I've said it almost at every turn. I definitely said it here with the Hermit. I know I said it with the Strength card, and I'm pretty sure I said it or questioned it with the Five of Cups. All of the signs are there for you to be proactive, to change the situation at hand, to try another avenue or another approach, and you just did not. And now that it comes out, someone or several people are displeased and upset. And the situation that used to be strong, used to be secure, used to be reliable, gone, done, finito, like this reading. Libra, that is your reading for October. I am sorry it hasn't been the most pleasant of messages, but it feels so correct. Not for all of you, it's a general, of course, but for somebody out there, this is the truth. Now, if you liked the video, there's a like button down below. You can leave a comment down below letting me know how it resonated in your life. If you choose to share, you don't have to. It's a public forum, obviously. And if you don't want people in your business, you just don't want people in your business. You can also share this video across your social media platforms. Let other people know that you like my readings and that you're enjoying it. That would be cool. And of course, the coolest thing of all is to subscribe, guys, if you're not already subscribed. Incredible growth over the channel this year. It's been amazing, and I just want to see that continue. I do need to challenge myself and put out more content, but like I was sort of bemoaning about my vacation, I work full time, and it kind of makes it difficult in combination of doing everything else I do in my life. We'll see, but I'm going to try my best. Anyway, Libra, I'll be back very soon to do your mid-October reading. You have that to look forward to. I'll do that in the next 2 to 3 weeks. And actually before then, I'm probably going to do your live B-Day reading here on the channel. I'll go live on my really crappy laptop. But if you want to show up for that, I'm going to actually, set a date for it so you can kind of see it if you're subscribed in the notifications. That way you know when to come onto YouTube and see me here. If you are a Libra, you will be able to get a free reading with me. I'll pull you 2 to 3 cards answering a very simple question for you. And that is just something I want to give to all my viewers as the birthday seasons progress, okay? So you have that to look forward to as well. Libra, again, I thank you guys so much for watching this video today, all right? Take care. Bye.